Hello, everyone. This is Terry with CU Bands and Fans Podcast Tuesday. We have a special guest with us on our podcast. His name is Yan Man. More with him in a minute. First, let's give a shout out to our sponsor of CU Bands and Fans Podcast, Homegrown KIO. Homegrown KIO is a stellar show featuring the great songs that have come from bands originating in Champaign-Urbana. Listen at 107.9 on your FM dial, at 1079wkio.com. And this show is on every Sunday night at 7 p.m. Tune in this coming Sunday for a stellar show. It's an hour long, and it is the fastest, funnest hour you'll have on radio. Thank you, WKIO 107.9 FM. So, Yan Man, how are you?
I'm fine. I'm kind of excited. I want to thank you, first of all, Terry, for having me on CU Bands and Fans. Have no fear, because the Yan Man is here. Yes, indeed.
Yeah,
and
I love it.
And for the next 45 minutes, I'm taking over the show, so it's officially Yan Man Bands and Fans. Just kidding.
All right, let's do this. Let's do this. So, where did the name Yan Man come from?
Well, Yan Man actually originated from my my name which my real name, it goes into the Hebraic name of John. And I just cut it for short one day, and I just was like, instead of using the full Hebraic name, just use YAN. So I just shortened it, but the name would be Yakanan, and I just decided to go with Yan Man. And I've always had this persona as this cartoon character forever. And when I got back into the music, I was like, what name would I want to call myself? Would I want to go by my old persona, or would I want to create a new persona? So I was like, you know what? I'm going to be Yan Man. I'm just going to stick with that. I mean, everybody knows me. I'm popular on this game. So I was like, I'm just going to be Yan Man. And I just roll with it.
I love that. I had no idea that. I had no idea.
And YAN, a lot of people think it's Asian. A lot of people, they have a lot of people use it from different communities, but it actually means God is gracious. Also, the YAN.
That's fantastic. I've known you for how long? A couple of years.
Yeah, it's been a couple of years, right.
I thought it came from the game that you play.
Well,
I honestly thought.
You're right. It came from, like I said, the original, but then I used it on the game. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to use this.
Yeah, it worked.
It worked.
Yeah, and it's but I love where it originated from. That's really amazing. That's awesome. And so, what kind of music do you do?
I do a collective of different things. I mean, I do kind of like punk rock, a little bit of punk. I'm really influenced by rock, country. I like everything. I mean, I grew up as a kid listening to everything, and I still listen to everything. And I kind of create a fusion in my music. I try to be different as possible. So I work on a lot of experimental tracks, and then I have the vintage basic stuff I do, which is I call it spiritual trap music. So
so talk about because you've done some recording of music. I have heard your music, and me and you have done a video, but your music is it leans more towards a positive message.
Right. And that's the thing. I mean, I look at the industry in itself. As far as like mainly what I do, whether you call it hip hop or trap music or, rap, I try to be, if everybody's going left field, I want to go right field. And I was like, I want to be against the grain. I want to be that guy who is not afraid to be different or come with the collective of being positive, just basically come with the music that's positive and show you that you can be clean in your music and not be negative, and you don't have to cuss or say a lot of certain words and still be powerful and strong. And that's the message that I try to convey when I do my music, and I try to just teach people as I'm doing it as well, put some knowledge in there, put some truths in there, and things like that.
So, and you're right. It is very powerful without having to use, cussing and those kind of things to make it powerful. It's powerful within itself. So just say some of your lyrics, like just do a few of your lyrics.
Um,
Pick up one of your songs and
something recent or something old.
whatever you want, whatever you're
Whatever
good
I
with.
want. Let's see. I got so much stuff. Okay. Let me. This is something new. I'll pick something from this right here. No, I'm not a gangster. I'm a goster. I only ride for the Lord. We in the time of spiritual warfare got to keep sharpening my sword. They only wolves in sheep's clothing, hiding behind doors, selling out like Susie, doing the devil's chores, missing children being exploited. Man, this can't be ignored. Signing and crying in the city, you can hear my angry roar.
Whoa, that's powerful.
And the chorus for the song is like, so this is like the chorus is like, are you sleeping? Don't be sleeping. High time to wake up or stay lost in the storm and don't know what's what. No rest for the wicked until they give on up. Her reward shall be double when she drinks from the cup. Are you sleeping? Don't be sleeping. High time to wake up or stay lost in the storm and don't know what's what. No rest for the wicked until they give on up. Her reward shall be double when she drinks from the cup.
Woo! I like it. What
Oh,
song is that? Which one is that?
this is one of the ones off my new material that's coming soon, and I'm gonna book the studio for May. This is called "Are You Sleep."
Oh, this is one you got coming up.
Yeah, this is one of the ones so far I got coming up. Yep, the whole collective of everything.
And so let's talk about that. What are you going to do with this one, and who are you going to work with, and where are you going to get it produced? And
I'm gonna work. Shout out to Mark Wyman, Tone Good Studios. I mean, that's pretty much my family now. He's such a genius when it comes to mixing and engineering. He's been doing it for a long time, and I'm very comfortable working with him. I mean, he's a popular guy. He's pretty much booked up until May. So my studio date, we actually go record May 9th, Lord's will. So I'll be in there knocking them out. I'm going to probably do 8 to 10 songs.
oh, that's a lot.
It's going to be a whole album. I mean, I try to record albums every time I go.
And so your last ones. Okay, so let's talk about your first one that you've had. You've had music recorded, right?
Right. I've done everything. I've done a few songs. I've probably
Because
done
you did
about
do it, yeah, Tone Good.
I probably did about 30 to 40 songs so far between 2018 and until now. I think I probably did about I want to say about 2018, yeah, about 40 songs maybe.
Now, where does this come from? Like, how do you get inspired? What inspires
It's
you to write?
different ways I get inspired. It just depends. Sometimes I don't really have I don't want to say per se I have writer block at times, but sometimes I just have to get in the mood and I get influenced in different ways. And I definitely want to shout out a person by the name of Chevelle. She's been very inspirational, kind of like a muse, kind of inspired me for some of the stuff I've done thus far with the future music that I'm about to record. A lot of ideas just kind of came spiritually, and Chevelle's definitely been an influence right now. Over I mean, because I started off like early January was kind of coming into this year, 2022. It was kind of slow for me because a lot of things were going on, but now it's I got a lot of opportunities coming up, and yeah, I mean it's going pretty good.
It's starting to hop.
Yeah,
Like it
starting
really
out.
is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, and so let's talk about a few of your songs that you have done
Okay.
already. You've already done them. And because I mean I listen to your music and I really, really love it. Like
I appreciate that.
I love your lyrics so much. And then you have some that are just kind of fun.
Right.
They're not really, you don't really have a message in there. You're just having fun with it.
Right. Just
So
fun.
you got a couple of those. And you can be found, is it SoundCloud or Reverb Nation?
Reverb Nation, SoundCloud. Of course, you can go to my Facebook and you can see some of the videos there. I plan to upload every video, whether it's old or new. Everything will be going over to Facebook for right now.
Okay. And is that Yan, YAN hyphen MAN, man?
It's Yan Man fan page.
Yan Man fan page. Okay.
It's on Facebook. Yes, Yan Man fan page.
Okay. I will have a link with this podcast
Okay.
to your Facebook, and your Reverb Nation and your SoundCloud.
Okay. Thank you.
So what is some of the funnest, or man, do I want to use the word fun, interesting moments that you've had with doing your music?
Well, that's a whole nother I mean, when I did projects in the past, I used to, one of the experiences with my music, I actually got to work with a guy from Stank Studios, which would be the Outcast group from Atlanta. Big Boy of Outkast. I actually met him, and it was an honor to meet him. And I actually got to work with one of the engineers, the top chief engineer at Stankonia. This was like in the early 2000s when I lived in Atlanta for 5 years. So that was
That's
awesome.
amazing.
Yeah, he did some of my old stuff when I was the rapper Too Hard. That was another character. I have music as that, but
I had no idea.
yeah, I got a whole bunch of other stuff in here. I mean, I probably got about 100 songs as that person.
So I mean, when did you start this? When did you go? How
When did
old
that
were
start?
you?
I was actually 13 years old when I wrote my first rap. I think that was like 1991. And I used to work at the radio station. I was like, this one guy, his name was KG Love. We used to do the show called The Soul Wave. And he used to come on WEFT, and we'd be like, the Soul Wave. Call up now, 359-9338. You're on Fly West. WEFT.
I love that.
So we used to do this show, and literally, it was so much fun, and I kind of got experience from him because I remember he gave me my first instrumentals, and I just started writing. I wrote some corny lyrics. I mean, just some old school stuff, but back then it was like popping to me. It was like good.
Yeah. So do you remember any of those corny lyrics?
Something like I'm from the dark side where it's always dark. And dogs bark like werewolves. We'll eat your heart, so don't come around here unless you want to fight. We're never wrong. We're always right. Something like that. It was like really cheesy, but it was like my first ever rap. Yeah, it was crazy.
I love that you remember that.
And what was that? I'm sorry.
No, I love that you remember that. That was fun. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was definitely fun times and stuff, But yeah, I've definitely improved a lot since then, and just continuing to go.
So I'm sorry. I'm still kind of laughing at those lyrics. I'm from the dark side, where it's dark. Yeah, you have really, really improved immensely.
Thank you.
Immensely. So, so what else you want to talk about? I'm loving this conversation with you.
Well, the album that I plan to release is going to be, like I said, 8 to 10 songs. The name of the album is called Wham Bam Thank You Yan. That's going to be the name of it. Wham Bam Thank You Yan. It's going to be, the songs are kind of short, but they're powerful. I like them. There's a couple that are long, but they're getting to the point. Nice music and a lot of nice tracks. I kind of got like I got one called Fast Life. It's kind of like a neo soul punk rock one. It's really interesting. I have one called The Devil's Additives. It's talking about the ingredients in GMO, genetically modified foods, and the music is really interesting. I got one called Reflection. It's like a kind of a punk rock love type song. And I have part 2, a sequel to the Yo Girl. This one is called Computer Date.
Okay, let's talk Yo Girl for a second.
Okay.
Because I didn't know if you were going to bring that song up or not. That I wish that I could play that like right now, Yo Girl. So give us a little bit of that, and then we'll talk about that.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
Like a little bit of how that goes, Yo Girl.
Well, the first one goes. Wow, you put me on the spot with that one. Let me see how the first one. The first one goes. I got so much stuff. Wow. I'm looking now. I got so much stuff, literally.
Yeah, that's all right. When did you come out with Yo Girl?
That was last year, actually.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, me and D-Nail. Shout out to D-Nail, Darnel. We did the video and everything. It's like it goes, you're like the wind beneath my wings, you make me want to sing, and when I'm with you I feel like I'm in a dream, taken to the skies on a natural high. I don't need to drink a Truly when you right here by my side. So yeah, it's kind of and that's what I mean. I just like to have, what is that?
No, so Uh, what's the catchphrase, the yo girl part? Because you my yo girl doesn't have it go
Oh,
like
will you be my yo girl? Come into my yo world. I promise I love you so and never ever let you go.
I love it. You do have one song. I can't think of the title right now. I should have brought it up on uh Reverb Nation. You got one song that's it's just simply beautiful. I think it's the one that I did the video.
Right, with Virginia in it, right?
Yeah.
Chariotic Path.
Cheria. Yes. That song I think it's so pretty.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
I just kind of was writing one night and just came up with it. And the music was so eerie. My cat, he looks around every time that song comes on, like, something's in the
Yeah.
room. It's crazy.
So yeah, it was fun doing that video for that.
Yeah, it was great.
You're the first person that I did any kind of green screen stuff with.
Wow.
So that was an experience for me. It was also challenging. But it was different
Right.
than doing a normal, typical video. And you prefer kind of that for your videos, do you or no?
I mean, it just depends on, the subject matter and the content of what I'm doing. Sometimes I prefer green screen, and then sometimes I do, like we did Testify last year. That song, you actually filmed that one, and we went out to the park.
Yeah, I love that one too.
So we did Testify. We actually went to the park and so that was a good outside song, and the idea and the concepts you had for that one, because that was all you on that one. You thought of the concepts to go there, and that was a really good idea.
Yeah, yeah, it worked for that song. And because I could see that one of it being just uncluttered, not a lot of action and a lot of stuff, but basically simply you know, singing the song. So
Right.
so it worked. It worked well for that. And it didn't take us long either.
No, it didn't take long at
I mean,
all.
yeah, you get right to it, and Darnell was there to help, and he's amazing. He's a sweet person.
Yeah, he's a
So
great guy. He's a really
yeah,
great guy, good friend.
so and you're heading off then to do this next album. How long do you think it's going to take you?
Heading off where now? I'm sorry.
You're going to get this next album recorded, right?
Well, May 9th is going to be the recording session date. Because he's all booked up right now. Unfortunately, he has he deals with a lot of bands in town, and he has a band himself, and he's working on his own project as well. So May 9th is going to be the day we go. Darnell's going to be actually on one of the songs. He's going to do some bag up singing for me on the computer.
Nice.
Yeah, because we're planning to do that. That's going to be the first video, and we're going to kind of get like suits and kind of dress and match, and kind of I'm looking for a stage or something for this one, to tell you the truth, like something like a stage, maybe some green screen work in there, something really interesting. I mean, I don't even care if there's a crowd, but we want a stage or something for this one.
And is that the one you like? Would you do that in town here locally?
Yeah, I want to do it in town somewhere locally on a stage.
Okay, so shout out to you venues and places that have a stage. If you want to step up and help him get this video done, I mean, by all means, please contact him and tell him, hey, you can use our stage. That would be
because I mean, we don't
great.
care about the crowd so much, but we want to kind of do that because just the format of how we, I don't want to tell everything the plan is, but I want to make it really like nice, really, really nice video.
Yeah, I hear you. So that's going to be, how long do you think that before you'll have that ready?
We'll have the recordings done. All the recordings to the new music will be done. Lord's will, it'll be done May 9th. And then I want to plan to do the video sometime in June. Because the recording, so I can kind of recuperate and just recover studio time session, I tell you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're looking at the end, probably kind of more towards the end of summer a little bit before you release it?
Well, no, I'm going to release everything and then just start doing the videos for a lot of different stuff.
Oh, okay. All right, I got you.
I'm going to release everything out where everybody can hear it and stuff, and I'm going to put it up where you can purchase it. but I want to just start doing the videos and stuff. And I plan to do the video for it for the computer date. And that will be in June sometime.
Okay. So what you've got going on now and what you've had going on in the past,
Right.
do you have at this point right now, do you have a favorite song of yours?
There's a few favorites. I've done a few. I want to say there's one I haven't recorded yet, but I love the sound of it. It's called Robo Calls, and it's basically talking about telemarketers and kind of people harassing you, and you block their numbers out. They keep calling you back from a different phone number. So I think that one, the music for it is really, really nice. I think that's going to be one of my favorites. I love Chariotic Paths. I love Testify. I love The Same Yan. That's a really good one. There's so many. Really Don't Care. I don't think you heard that one. I like that one.
I have not heard that one.
That's up on Reverb Nation SoundCloud. Yeah, there's a lot. I think the computer date's gonna be one. I think this one called Reflection. It's more like me singing, no rap. It's like a punk rock type of, like a neo Asian punk rock type song, and it sounds really, really good. I think it's really a catchy, short tune, and it's gonna be nice.
Yeah. So are you from Champaign-Urbana?
Yep, born and raised, homegrown. This is where I was born and raised.
Oh, that's awesome. Hang on a minute. Zach is joining us.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, Zach Whiteup. Hang on a second.
Okay.
There he is. Wait a minute, he's
How you
connecting.
doing? Oh yeah, I see it.
You there, Zach?
I'm here.
Hi,
Hey,
Zach. How are you?
Sorry I'm a little late. I was involved in a construction project and I didn't realize what time it was.
Well, I told Yan Man you would show up. I said, oh, he'll show up when he'll see that and be like, oh yeah, I got to go do that thing.
Yep.
Well, I'm glad you joined us. We're just talking about how Yan Man's getting ready to go do some recording. And we started off with talking about how his lyrics are more positive, and he can send out a powerful, positive message without using cuss words and, being obscene and all of that stuff. So I don't know, Zach, have you heard his music yet?
I don't think so.
Yeah,
okay.
I don't think you have either. So we'll have to send you his links. But and then we were kind of going through some of his lyrics, which are we had a hilarious moment a while ago. So because you were on WEFT, right?
Yeah, I actually
WEFT.
worked with a guy years ago. This was when I was a kid, and I was like his sidekick, and I had to write all the playlists down for every song, and like the songs and the ASCAP or BMI, and send it. We had to put it in a box at the end of the night, so that way it went off, and everything like that. So I mean, I got on the radio show and talked, and I did that for a while, like a couple years and stuff when he was there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I gotta say this too. This is
Go
my
ahead.
first feature on this album, and I can't forget this guy. Last but not least, I want to say this because Sticky Fingers from Onyx. He was in the legendary hip hop group Onyx in the '90s. They're known for songs like Slam. He's played in the TV series Blade. He's actually worked in Friday, one of the Friday, I think it's part 2 of Friday with Ice Cube. So he's been in a few movies with Ice Cube. He's done Leprechaun in the Hood. I mean, so he's a legendary guy, and it's truly an honor to have him on this project. So
That's exciting.
Yes, it's going to be exciting. He's on a song called Aftermath, so that's going to be really great. I can't wait to release it.
That's cool. So how did you connect with him?
I worked with the producer out in London, and the producer had a package deal where I actually licensed the track from him, and it's like a really official. He's working with this company, and I wound up getting him on the track, so that was really nice.
That is amazing.
Yeah, he already has his vocals laid and everything to the track, so I just need to go lay my stuff down too as well. Yeah.
I can't wait to hear what you're gonna be, releasing here soon. I have 10 songs. I mean, that's
Well, 8 to 10 songs is going to
8
be.
to 10.
I'm working on
Don't
9 now. I haven't. I'm really like kind of working on 9. 9 is in the process. But
What's
I
your
won't.
writing? What is your writing process? What
Um,
happens when you go ahead?
well, I like to kind of sit back and just kind of clear my mind a little bit, and just I get different instrumentals from different producers, various producers, and I just kind of sit back, have a couple of Trulies, and just kind of mellow out and just listen to the music. And if I start to get words that come to me, then that's a good sign for me, because I know it's like, okay, this may be the one. Sometimes I can write stuff and it's like, nah, I don't like that. But 95% of the time when I write, if I'm starting to write to it and it's just coming so easy, I'm like, yeah, this is the one. This is
So
it
do
right
you
here.
get the music first or the lyrics first?
Sometimes I get the lyrics first, but I actually like writing to the music, because it really, I mean, it just depends. But to me, the music, when you write to the music, it just makes it so much better, because it's like it flows so much better. The marriage between the lyrics and the music. It's like
Have
a
you
marriage.
Yeah. Yeah. Have you so have you performed at
No, I
different
haven't.
places?
I actually am open to performing. I just really been tracking a lot of music and doing the video stuff, and as far as that. And then I plan to I want to get with you for the next video in June, because I have a what is that? I have a photo, a magazine cover. I'm working with somebody out of Chicago as well. So I plan to do a magazine cover and then an inside spread with them. So
Oh, that'll be awesome. You need to also contact Activator Magazine.
I don't know who that is.
Yeah,
Activator
I'll
Magazine.
send you their information.
Okay.
They're out of Springfield, I believe, but they like to get their magazine out to, all the surrounding areas.
Okay.
So I'm gonna send you information to them as well. Um, but I love this conversation with you has been uh, really great. It's been fun.
Yeah.
But
Thank you.
so I have another question. Uh, when did you realize that you were good at this?
Um, I want to say when I did the prior album as the other persona, when I was Too Hard, I think that I felt like I was decent enough to do this. And then I kind of stopped doing music for like a large stint. Like I stopped doing music for probably, it was like probably about 8 years. And then 2028, I just was listening to instrumentals from different producers I had, and something just came to me. It was just like the first song I wrote. It's called Damnation, and it's the first one in the very bottom of the list on Reverb Nation. And I did that one, and then I booked two hours for studio time, and I recorded in 15 minutes. So I was out of there like, and it was just like, wow. I was like, he's like,
Good
you need to do
grief.
more songs. Yeah, he's like, you need to do more music, because that's you're wasting studio time. And I did that first song 15 minutes.
Boom. Well, if you got it, you got it,
Well, yeah, I mean, but yeah, I just felt like, I mean, 2 hours, I think you can at least squeeze like 2 to 3 at least, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. So you're just hooked. You've just been hooked since.
I've been hooked since, and just on a creative flow. I got a lot of, I mean, stuff I haven't used. I'm ready to bring out for videos, a lot of costumes, a lot of stuff I ordered from Hollywood I haven't brought out, mask, and just a lot of interesting things just I haven't used. I mean, I've had it for years, it's brand new, and haven't brought this stuff out yet. So I'm just ready to bring out all this interesting stuff this year.
And that is what's fun about you is you always will have some kind of look, some kind of costume or, different, a cape, I mean, you always have these interesting props to go with your music to make it visually interesting as well.
Right, and it just depends on the vibe or the theme. I mean, sometimes I'll be normal, casual. Sometimes I'll come out wild. It just depends on the theme or the song.
Yeah, because in working with you, I've only worked with you a few times, but I never know what you're gonna be, come up with. Like, because we'll talk about it a little bit, and then you're like, yeah, and I ordered this and this and this, and you'll show me a picture of it, and I'm like, okay, all right, this is gonna be cool. This is gonna be cool, and you put it in there. I mean, it works for what you're doing in that
Right,
moment.
right.
Um, so it's always fun. It's just always interesting and fun, and you're kind of really well, I am going to say you you don't waste anybody's time. And you're very serious about like when you schedule something and when you're, on time for something, and you're good at communicating, and staying in communication until the project's done, so
Right.
that's what I've found about you.
Well, I mean, I just deal with professional people, and just, I just try to be professional as possible in the industry. I want people to know that I'm serious about what I'm doing. I'm not going to be late. If we have a shoot, we have to shoot. I'm going to be there. I'm going to be there 10, 20 minutes early,
Unlike me, like that one time I was
Well, you're so busy, so
yeah. But yeah, I noticed that about you in working with you. That there's a lot to be said about that. You take other people's time seriously, and
Right.
you don't waste it. And again, communication is key. You're very good about communicating, and you actually phone call instead of messaging or texting. You literally will call and
Right.
talk things out and make sure everybody's on the same page. You're also very open to other musicians, joining you or being a part of what, because we had
Right.
Virginia. She was in your last video.
Yeah, it was a lot
And
of fun.
yeah, you and her worked well together, I think.
Yeah, right.
So it's kind of cool, to have that opportunity for her. She'd never done anything like that before. And, and that way you two were able to connect also,
Right.
which networked into different, other musicians. So that's really cool. Um, so what else you got going on? What's your ultimate goal? Like ultimately, what do you want to see happen with your music?
I basically want to get it out here more, get it promoted more. Um, I want to do it for as long as I feel like I want to do it, and then I'm interested actually getting into like a lot of B movies. I don't want to be in big movies, but I'm interested into like cheesy B movies. I want to do like a bunch of B movie type stuff, maybe commercials or something. So that's something that I've kind of found interesting now that I'm looking into as well. Kind of just doing B movies, like stuff on Tubi TV, that kind of stuff. Just like
Yes, I love that. I swear I love all that stuff. That's like
like
so.
Amazon women, the avocado jungle is death or something, just something stupid.
That's so great. Zach, you should have heard him sing the lyric, or not, I'm not the lyric. Should have heard him sing the little theme song for when he was on what show was that you were talking about, you were on in the 90s or something?
Okay, so we had a show called, it was WEFT 90.1, and we were on a show called The Soul Wave with KG Love, and that was the show. And yeah, it was pretty fun back then. Like 1991.
So, well, I don't want to give your age away. I know you're far, younger than me, much younger than me. But kind of how old are you?
Me?
Like straight up. Huh?
How old am I?
Yeah.
45.
Are you serious?
45 years old.
I would have never guessed that.
Really?
Ever. No way. Nope.
45.
Yeah, you're very energetic and enthusiastic and inspiring, and you're just really you're a good person. You're really a good person.
Thank
And
you.
I don't know, I can't even remember how I met you. I do not remember how I met you.
I called you one day, actually. I called you, and I think you were doing a wedding, and that's how we met, because we were talking, and you said you were getting back from doing some stuff, and we were talking
You know
about
what? You're right. I was driving home. I was either driving home from or going to photograph a wedding.
Yeah.
And you called me and we
I
talked.
think it was like normal or something. I'm not sure.
Yeah. And was it because of Original Artist Night?
I'm not
I can't
sure.
remember, but yeah.
I contacted you that day, and I wanted to get some photo work done, the first photos, I think, and everything.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think I said, I'm driving or whatever, but I'll definitely get back with you. And then I did, and then and then we talked, and then we kind of became friends, and I follow your music, and it's been great.
Right.
It's been great. So, do you have any other dreams or anything that could you see yourself doing anything besides what you're doing? Other than the B movie thing.
I mean, besides that, I would like to do soundtrack work, video games, stuff like that, submissions to stuff like that. I can write themes. I mean, I can write my own music, but I can really write other music. I can write stories. I haven't really showed that side of me yet, but I can do a lot of writing I mean, if just somebody wants a topic, I can write about it. I mean, I can fuse myself with any kind of music, really, pretty much. I mean, any sound. I mean, if you've heard Testify, that's no rap on there.
Right.
I got a couple other songs that I'm recording that's more punk rock. It's no rap at all on it. So I can pretty
And
much
those are going to be a little different. So I can't wait to hear those.
right.
Different from what you have done. Because you don't do all just purely rap.
Right.
You mix it up. You really mix it up, and like Testify definitely is just it's not rap at all.
I mean, you listen. She's got to work in the morning. Dark Times was kind of more like kind of folk or like rock. I have a song called Little Girl. It's kind of a mixture. But yeah, Testify and definitely the new one I got called Reflection. Those are some of the ones that are just straight singing. There's no rap involved at all. Just straight. It's just a different genre.
Yeah. So if you could work with anybody in the world, and you're already working with some pretty great people, and upcoming, you've got some great people that you're working with. But if you had your choice of anybody in the world to work with, who would it be?
I mean, can it be anybody or any genre?
It could be anybody. It could be dead or alive.
I would have to say Lane Staley, Alice in Chains.
Oh, wow.
And Kurt Cobain. I would love to do just to work with them in some type of way on something. Billy Idol too. Billy Idol was one of my favorites as a kid growing up. I would love to do something with Billy Idol. I mean, his music is just Eyes Without a Face. I mean, Rebel Yell, Dancing with Myself. I mean, he had a Rock the Cradle of Love. I just love him,
Yeah, yeah.
And somebody else, I got to say her too, Wendy O. Williams from Plasmatics.
Yeah.
I love the Plasmatics. I mean,
how cool is that? I mean, you're naming people that like people wouldn't basically, name off the top of their head. I mean, I haven't heard Billy Idol's name in a long time.
Right.
Yeah. So very cool.
Yes, well, those are some of the people I think I would want to work with. Yep. As far as like just interesting, just really interests me. I really like that type of music.
Yeah. So do you see yourself doing anything different in some years to come?
Yeah, I think so. I think I'll continue to do music and I mean just invest. Starting to get into the investing thing like everybody, the NFTs, the cryptocurrencies, just trying to learn that stuff now and everything, how that stuff works. So,
Yeah, let's talk about the NFTs for a minute. So I did a little research, not much because it really takes time to really, really read that and absorb it and understand it.
Right.
Have you submitted any NFTs, or are you just doing the same as me, just looking and seeing what's
just looking and seeing and stuff? And they're talking about some games now and certain sites that how you can kind of make money off the NFTs by playing the game. So it's interesting. It sounds good, but I just got to figure out how it works.
Yeah, me too. I'm like, well, apparently it's a moneymaker.
Right. I mean, I've heard some people having success with it. Right.
Yeah. I just don't fully understand it.
I read stuff about it too, but I don't know much about it.
Yeah. I don't know. It seems a little complicated to me, but you, Yan Man, you do, you're involved in a game that you've been playing for like how long?
Probably since 2009.
Yeah, that's quite a while. Right. So you probably would have a better understanding and concept of these NFTs, I think, than like me, because I'm thinking, okay, what if I submitted a photograph and it evolved into an NFT? I don't know.
Right. I mean, it's something like that because it's like, it's not just like gaming, but like even there's a lot of music artists have logos and I guess their logo or something can turn into an NFT as well, like a coin, like a kind of like, I mean, so weird, but
It is
I
so
guess it's gonna be the
weird.
way of the future now. And this is gonna be like the new way, I guess.
Yeah, it's just it's odd. It's odd. I don't know if I like it or not, but I
Right,
look at it. I'm researching it and looking into it because obviously it's somehow it's a moneymaker. I don't understand it. I don't get it.
right,
So, but I bet you would be like really good at creating NFTs.
right. I hope so. I'm gonna get, research a little bit more before I do a lot of investing, but yeah,
Yeah.
hopefully so.
Yeah, if you get a better understanding of it, then you can help us.
Right, right. If I do, I'll definitely let you know.
Yeah. So what else you got? You got anything else you want to talk about?
Well, I mean, I think that's pretty much we covered pretty much the album that's coming out, and like I talked about, I want to dabble into the acting part, the acting thing. We're definitely looking for. I'm excited this year about the videos. I want to do a lot. I mean, we did a few last year, and the Graveyard was great too. I don't know if you remember that song. We did Graveyard last year, where it was like two of me in the video.
Yes. Yes. Now I remember. Yes.
Okay, and yeah, so I just want to do more videos this year, throughout the year, kind of get more in the videos. I got a lot of songs, and the new ones I'm gonna record, and I have some more that I haven't done videos I'm actually interested in as well doing.
So do you like doing your music just you
No, I'm willing to
or
work with
no?
anybody, even in town. I'm willing to work with bands or any artist. If they just want to experiment and do a track together, that's fine with me. I don't care. I'm open to all genres.
Okay. I wasn't sure how you were about like performing because um you're a really you're somewhat reserved.
Right.
Well, I guess you're kind of shy, I think. Am I right? When
Yeah,
you're
look.
when you're not in your Yan Man persona, I think you're
Right.
a little bit shy. Um I think we would like to have you. We're considering doing original artist night again over at the Plaza in Villa Grove, which is an outside area with a stage. And I think we would love to have you come and do your thing while you're.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd
I
be
mean, would
nice.
you be willing to do that?
Yeah,
Yeah, that'd
most
be
definitely.
so. It'd be cool. It'd be really
Yeah.
cool.
That'd be fun.
I believe we had to quit having original artist night before I met you, or we were. Had we not had you on we did not
Well,
have you at our original artist, did we?
I think COVID hit, and that's what's kind of changed things around for a while because everything
Yeah,
was shutting down. Remember, Canopy, everybody was shutting down at that
yeah.
time. That was when I met you too. So yeah, I think a lot of things were kind of slow because we met during COVID. We talked on the
Okay,
phone.
so then yeah, I wouldn't have had you
Yeah,
at yeah. I think it crossed my mind, to have you if we ever got it back, and we're looking to get it back until I think we're gonna do it from late summer through early fall.
sounds nice to me.
Instead of like Zach, like every week, like we were doing, just do it maybe I don't know, once or twice a month, and just during those months, and in the winter, just letting it
Yeah.
lay, and then picking it back up when it gets warm.
Sounds
Because I'd like to do it
sounds good.
outside.
Right.
I'd love to do that outside, and we can do it outside there. So I'll talk to the mayor there, and we'll. I think it would be a go. I think we could do it.
Yeah, it sounds
So,
good.
yeah, we'd love. So I would love to, absolutely love to have you
Yeah,
there.
that'd be great. I'd
doing-
love to be there.
Yeah, awesome. All right, well, we should probably wrap this up then. It's been, John, it's absolutely been a pleasure having you on our podcast. It's been fun, informative, inspiring. I'm going to post links to where your music is
Okay.
in your Facebook page so
wanna
that
hear
you
it.
can, I'm sorry, Zach.
I want to hear the music.
Oh yeah, I'll send you his music.
Okay.
You will love it. Very upbeat, very just yet interesting. His some of his songs are just so interesting. Like, how did you even think about this? Or bring this forth. So yeah, it's from the time I met you, like we've just had a good working relationship, and a friendship, and I love supporting what you're doing.
Thank you so much.
Will you sell this next? Because your
Yes,
music is
I'm gonna
not
sell
like
the
you don't.
whole. Well, I'm gonna sell the whole album. Yeah, the whole album's gonna be for sale.
Okay, is it going to be an electronic EP or is you going to do a CD?
I I may do just electronic, but I may do a CD as well.
Yeah,
I've been so out of the loop with CDs. I mean, because everybody's going digital. But
I know.
if I can find somebody who do CDs, I mean, hey, I might do that too.
Oh, there's plenty of them around that
I
does
didn't even
them.
know they existed anymore.
Oh God, yeah, yeah. And I still love those because it's a tangible thing,
Okay.
and I can have it in my car, and
Okay.
and I like looking at the cover and all that. I was raised in '70s music, and we had albums and vinyl, and
Well, I
you
mean,
know,
me too. But I just thought it was so. Yeah, I didn't think that they did it because I remember, like in the '90s, the late '90s, early 2000s, they had disc makers, and disc makers was like really big with doing like bulk CDs, cassettes, and that sort of stuff. But I mean, I think they're still around, but I'm not sure if they're. I don't know.
yeah.
So.
Well, actually, recording studios still do CDs
Oh, okay.
too. Believe it or not. That's something that's still kind of hanging out there.
Right.
But anyway, it's been absolutely awesome having you on the podcast. I'm glad that you joined us. We will post the links to all your music to your Facebook, and we will definitely be in touch and keep us posted. Keep us in the loop of where you are and when your EP is going to drop.
Well, it's gonna be
Um,
an album, not an EP, not an EP. The
EP.
name of the album is gonna be called Wham Bam Thank You Yan.
I know, I love it.
And
I
it's
love it.
And is that from a title song? Like, is that from a?
well actually, yeah, it's gonna be one of the songs actually, that's gonna be actually featured.
I can't wait to hear that one.
So
I absolutely cannot wait to hear this song.
it's gonna be 8 to 10 songs, and again, it's gonna be for sale. The whole thing will be for sale.
Okay, fantastic. I love that. And we will support that and we will purchase it.
Okay.
Even if a lot of musicians go ahead and give us music anyway, which we appreciate beyond, everything, but we'll still go on and locate the album or whatever, and then go ahead and pay for it and download it too. So, that way I've got it electronically, but I also have it for my car.
And
So,
one more thing I wanted to say, yeah, I mean, so I'll be getting in touch with you for the next video. Probably just depends on your schedule, but the likelihood probably be June because we're recording the songs in May. So they'll probably be June when I contact you about doing another photo shoot.
June is probably really good timing because May I'm kind of busy, and July I'm usually pretty busy in July. But June, believe it or not, this year I don't have a wedding or anything in June. Like I've got nothing. So
Nice.
that will work so far. Doesn't mean
Nice.
that's going to change. Not going to change.
Right.
So yeah. So anyway, thank you, John,
Thank you so
or
much for having me. Thank you.
AKA Yan Man.
Well, thank you and Zach. I really appreciated being on the show. I was excited about being on here. I've seen it. I know it was up, and I was just like, wow, I'm ready to get on here. So I
Yeah.
finally got on here. Thank you so much.
You were like the perfect guest. Just the perfect guest. I absolutely loved it. Loved it.
Well, thank you
Zach,
so
it's
much.
good to see you. And I will see you around.
All right, take care. See you until the next
You too.
episode.
All right, till the next one.